All right, so we've got a 30-minute super chill yoga ahead of us. We'll have some longer holds today, a little bit of flow, but just stretch through the entire body. So we are going to get started on the backs or on our back today. If you like blocks during your practice, then definitely have those available. But for the back or on the back today, let's take kind of a mashup here. So as you come down, think like cross legs, crisscross legs, but on your back. And if that doesn't feel good in the hips or in the spine, then take a different shape that works for you. So I'm just have my right ankle tucked slightly behind my left, and I've let my knees fall open. And then if it would feel okay, reach the arms overhead and just grab opposite elbows and just allow the body to settle into this shape. Take a deep, full breath in through your heart space and into the pit of your belly. And open up, exhale. Let that breath go. And take as many of those deep, full breaths as you need to really fully arrive into this space on your mat and just to be fully present for these next 30 minutes. And as you settle in, just begin to notice the body. Where does it feel tight and tense? Where are you gripping and fighting back against allowing the body to settle in? Where can you just release that hold and allow the body to open up? And take an inhale. As you exhale, just switch the cross of the legs and the hold of the elbows or wrists that you have overhead. And then notice how the sensations switch maybe from one thigh to the other, the initial reaction. And then as you stay with the breath, how you settle in. And take a breath in. As you exhale, reach down to the outside of the thighs. Just guide the thighs together and draw them in towards the chest. You can bring your hands around your shins, rock a bit along your spine, make some circles through the knees, through the hips, through the ankles. Now hug right knee into chest. Let your left leg go long. And draw that right knee just slightly out towards your right armpit. Notice you get a little bit more of a tug, maybe across the left hip flexor when you do that. And take an inhale. As you exhale, half happy baby. So you don't have to catch the foot. You can have the hand behind the thigh as well. But if the foot or the big toe is accessible, you can grab there and just draw the knee outside of the ribs towards the ground, the inner opening of the thigh here. Take an inhale. As you exhale, release, find a spinal twist. So use your left hand to guide left knee cross body. Maybe wiggle the right shoulder towards the ground just a bit and look at the right hand. You don't have to force the twist. It's still pretty early, so don't feel like you've got to have your deepest spinal twist here. Take an inhale. As you exhale back through center, hug both knees back into the chest. Again, just rock along the spine. Just a few breaths. And then let the right leg go long, hug the left knee in. Same thing, just draw it slightly out towards the armpit. Another inhale. As you exhale, find your half happy baby on this side. It might look different than the other, and that's okay. We're just gonna let each side of the body do what it needs to do without trying to force symmetry. Breathe in. As you exhale, release, guide knee, cross body for your spinal twist. Again, try to work that left shoulder closer to the ground just so your chest is opened up a bit. Inhale back through center. Again, hug the knees in. And then roll to one side or the other. Just press yourself up to a seat. Bring the legs into a butterfly shape as you come up front. Don't feel like you've got to have them super tight into the body. So a little bit wider diamond here. Just sit tall for a moment. Take a breath in. As you exhale, find a hinge from the hips as you just fold forward. Let the spine take its natural shape here. You'll feel this maybe more in the inner groin, some through your low back. Inhale, slowly rise. We'll take a Z sit from here. So take your left leg behind you, so deer pose, I should say. Right leg's out front. So you're in a roughly 90-90. That left hip can be popped up off the ground. Bring your hands behind the head, elbows open wide. Think long spine. So we're not curving the spine, we're hinging. Take a deep, full breath in and just take a little hinge forward and draw back. Hinge forward, draw back. It's a little bit harder than it seems like it would be when you first see it. One more time. Back through center. Now we're going to take that right elbow and think right elbow to right knee. So a little twist through the thoracic spine as you do that. Inhale down, exhale up. Inhale, exhale. Now come right back through center and just take a gentle fold over the shin or over the knee. Your choice. You can kind of play with the angle that feels good to you right now. I kind of like to twist a little bit and fold more over the thigh to the side, but just kind of or find the spot that works for you here. Wherever you are, inhale, come right back up through center. So shift that weight just a bit onto the right hip. Your hands can be down or at your chest. Big, full, deep breath in as you lift or as you hinge. I want you to lift that left foot, just step it forward and around. Plant, meet me in a kneeling lunge. So you're going to have to use your hands to come up out of this. Bring your hands to the top of your quad. Settle into that right hip flexor. And then if it would feel okay, you can sweep the arms up and overhead, full breath in. Now catch your right wrist with your left hand. Take a little side body stretch here. Come back through center. If you've got your blocks, it could be helpful here. Grab those blocks, send your hips back for a hamstring or for a half split. So you want to try to straighten through the left leg. I am not straightening through my leg. I have an injury on this side. So don't follow me unless your leg is also injured. Send your hips or as far back as you can. Lengthen through the crown of your head. And then find a hinge to fold over that left leg. Now, if it feels super tight, you can always move from front to back as well. Get a little bit more heat into that hamstring before you settle into that deep fold. So give you a few breaths here. From that half split, you're just going to slide right forward into your kneeling lunge once again, and then just step it back. Come into a hero's pose from here. So hips settle to heels if that feels okay on your knees, and just pause. Sweep the arms up and overhead. Exhale, cactus through the chest or through the arms, lift the chest. Full breath in. And as you exhale, hands come to the earth, find a downward facing dog. Pedal through the heels, the hips shimmy just a bit. Let that feel good. And breathe in. And as you exhale, that left knee comes forward. We're coming back into our deer sit, our Z sit on the left side. So I've got to get that left leg forward. So just come down as best as you can and settle in that 90-90 shape in your legs. And then the hands come behind the head. Take an inhale. As you exhale, remember it's a hinge from the hips, just a little dip forward. You don't have to come all the way down. Listen to the body. Couple more. One more. Now come up. We're going to twist towards the left elbow, towards the left knee. A little thoracic spine work here. Good for mobility. One more. Come back through center. Your hands can be down or at your chest, your choice, but lean into that left hip. Slide the right foot forward. Unwind your legs and just step into your kneeling lunge from there. Bring your hands to the top of your quad. Settle into that left hip flexor. If it would feel okay, you can reach the arms up and overhead. Catch the left wrist, little side body stretch over and across. Come back through center, release. We find our half split, so draw the hips back. Lengthen through the crown of the head. Find that fold. You can always move from front to back again a few rounds just to kind of prime into that hamstring. But take a few breaths in your fold. Noticing how you react to the tension that may be there in your hamstring. Are you fighting against it, or can you use your breath to soften? Sink back into that right knee. This time, step your left foot up to meet your right. Find a ragdoll. So knees are bent deeply here. Grab opposite elbows, sway. Just get really nice and heavy. Release your fingertips. Inhale, lengthen halfway. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rise, reach. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, half lift. On the exhale, step it back, high plank. Knees up or down, lower all the way to your belly. Now take your hands off the edges of the mat. Inhale, lift through the heart. Exhale, drop your right shoulder, look over your left. Inhale, reach. Exhale, drop left shoulder, look over right. Inhale. Exhale, a few more rounds just like that. Inhale. Exhale. Right back through center. Inhale, lift the heart. Exhale, release. Hands come under your shoulders. Tuck the toes. Press it up and back, downward facing dog. And pedal it out. Take a breath in. On the exhale, bend your knees, look forward, make your way top of the mat. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rise. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. And on the exhale, step your left foot back. Find an easy twist. So left hand's on the ground, right fingertips reach to sky. I'm really feeling that stretch on the outside of the right hip as you do this. Take a breath in. And as you exhale, both hands come to the inside of your foot. We turn into a wide leg forward fold. So toes point towards the left edge of your mat. Big deep inhale lengthens your spine. Exhale, fold. So as you're in this fold, again, crown of your head is heavy. Weight shifts into the balls of your feet and then press gently into the outer edges of your feet. You'll feel that opening through your hamstring and your low back. Take another inhale. Exhale to release. Now inhale, turn back towards the top of the mat. We find a lizard lunge. So walk the right foot nice and wide. Set your left knee down on the ground. And just rock the hips. Blocks can be really nice here. Rock the hips side to side, maybe some circles. You can always let that right knee drop out and open and just play and explore in this shape. Don't feel like you have to be in a hold without any sort of movement. Take another inhale. As you exhale, left foot steps outside of left hand. We find a low squat. So you can also take a block and sit at whatever level that you want to sit on that block as well for this malasana squat. So hands come to the inside of the thighs. Just rock the hips open just a bit. Take an inhale. As you exhale, hands find the earth, send your hips up. Heel toe your feet together. Inhale, rise, unravel all the way to a stand. Reach up and overhead. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, half lift. On the exhale, right foot steps back, easy twist. Left fingertips reach towards sky. Take another inhale. As you exhale, hands come to the inside of the foot. We walk into that wide leg forward fold. So all 10 toes towards the right edge of your mat. Lengthen your spine. Exhale, fold. And maybe this time the hands wrap around the shins, or maybe catch a yogi toe lock with your peace fingers wrapped around your big toe, using just a bit of the strength of the arms to help deepen the fold. Whatever grip you have, release. Inhale, lengthen your spine. As you exhale, walk the hands forward, lizard lunge. We set that back knee down. So again, I'm going to take a block under my hip and we're just going to hang out here for a moment and just circle. Maybe let the foot fall out and open a few times, just noticing and moving in a way that feels good for the body. And make sure that left foot is planted. Tuck the right toes, step it up. One more malasana here, so you can be as low as you'd like on a block or not, your choice. Take an inhale. As you exhale, hands find the mat, fold, heel toe your feet together. Inhale to rise all the way to a stand. Reach up and overhead, deep, full breath in. Exhale, find your folds. Inhale, halfway lift. On the exhale, hands come to the mat, step it back, high plank. Set the knees down, lower all the way to the belly. This time we'll find just a couple locusts here. So draw the arms back. Let your chin or forehead rest on the mat. Take a deep, full breath in. And as you exhale, fire up and lift through the heart, through the legs, and just pause. And hold. Another inhale. Exhale, release. Hands come under your thighs, right ear to the mat. Bend your knees and just let your legs drop from side to side. And we'll do one more. Come back through center. Chin or forehead to the mat. Big, deep, full breath in. Exhale that out and lift. Another deep, full inhale. Exhale, release, left ear to the mat. Spin the knees, let them windshield wipers side to side. And as we come through center, just lift just the chest just slightly so that you can take the right arm through. You might want to block under your cheek or your forehead. And we'll just take a little half bow tie here, thread the needle for that shoulder. Now you can also half frog through your left leg if you would like. Otherwise, just stay on the belly and just thread that right shoulder through or right arm through to stretch out the back of that right shoulder. Again, a block under the head really helps here. And take a breath. As you exhale, come back through center and we'll just switch sides. So I'm just sliding that left arm through, just trying to get a stretch on the back side of the shoulder as best as you can. Again, you can be in a half frog as well if that feels good, but don't force it if it doesn't feel good. And then from wherever you are, very carefully just unwind to your back from here. Hips can shimmy to the middle of the mat. Draw the knees back into the chest, reach your or bring your hands around your shins, and again, just rock a bit. Now send your feet straight to the ceiling, arms by your side. We just settle into a waterfall for just a few breaths. And don't worry about the legs being totally straight here. Just let the release of tension from the feet and the ankles and the legs feel good. Maybe notice the sensations as you just let the legs hang out in space here. And take an inhale. As you exhale, begin to gently lower the legs, but I want you to notice where your low back starts to arch from the mat. And at that point, take the feet nice and wide and set them all the way to the ground. We settle into Shavasana for a few breaths from here. The palms are open, the eyes closed down, and just a few easy breaths for this final minute or so of our practice. Take a breath in. Exhale that out. On the next inhale, bring some awareness into the body, maybe some movements through fingers and toes, ankles and wrists. And take a full body stretch. Reach the arms overhead, point the toes, let the low back arch off the mat. Breathe in. And as you exhale, hug one knee in and then the other, rock just a bit. Before you settle to one side or the other, press yourself up to a seated position, sitting tall and comfortably when you arrive. Bring the hands to prayer at heart center. You can close down the eyes or gaze at the fingertips. Take a deep, full breath in. Open up, exhale, let that go. Thank you so much for showing up and joining me in this space, but more importantly, for showing up for yourself. The light within me recognizes and honors the light within each of you.